Welcome to Sleepy Classic Tales. Tonight, I invite you into a quiet, simple story about endurance, dignity, and quiet strength. The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway, first published in 1951. Santiago's World. The story takes place in a small fishing village on the coast of Cuba. At its center is an old fisherman named Santiago. He is thin, weathered, shaped by years of sun and sea. His skin is lined with small wrinkles and scars. His hands are rough from decades of working with lines, ropes, and oars. His body appears weak, but inside him lives a tough, silent strength. Santiago lives alone in a simple shack. On the walls hang only a few things, memories from better times, pictures of great fish, and once, photographs of his favorite baseball players. He owns very little. His boat is old, his sail is patched, his equipment is simple. But he has experience. He has known the sea for many years. He understands currents, wind, clouds, and birds. He has lived through good times and hard ones. Yet now, he finds himself in a particularly difficult stretch. For 84 days, he has not caught a single fish. The other fishermen quietly call him Salao, the man with the worst kind of bad luck. Some look at him with pity, others with a faint smile, as if his best days are long behind him. But there is someone who truly admires him, a boy named Manolin. The boy once fished with Santiago often. He learned from him how to guide a boat, how to handle nets, and how to read the sea. Between them is a quiet, warm bond. The boy respects the old man not because he appears strong, but because there is something unbreakable inside him. Manolin's parents, however, have decided he must no longer fish with Santiago. They believe such bad luck is a bad sign. They send him to fish with a more successful man so money can be brought home. Manolin obeys, but in his heart, he remains tied to Santiago. In the evenings, the boy often visits him. He helps carry the gear from the boat. He brings him food. They talk about baseball, especially the Yankees and the great player Joe DiMaggio. These conversations are simple, but they give both of them comfort and hope. After 84 days without a catch, Santiago makes a decision. The next day, he will sail far out, farther than the other fishermen, deep into the currents where the great fish move. Inside him grows a quiet determination to break the streak of bad luck. Not through anger, not through pride, but through persistence. That evening, he sits with the boy. They eat a simple meal. They talk about baseball and about the old days when Santiago caught great fish. The boy tells him he believes in him. He wishes he could go with him, but he cannot. Instead, he promises to help him in the morning to prepare the boat. That night, Santiago sleeps and dreams of Africa, of the coast he saw as a young man, and of lions playing on the beaches. It is a dream from a time when he was young, strong, and full of hope. It returns to him again and again, a reminder that there is more inside him than his aging body suggests. Early the next morning before sunrise, the boy helps him carry the gear to the boat. They speak little, but familiarity lives in their gestures. The boy wishes him luck. Santiago pushes off and rows alone into the open sea. He passes the usual fishing grounds of the others and keeps going. The morning is calm, the sea is gentle. Light slowly spreads across the water. Above him, birds circle from time to time, searching for food. Santiago watches them carefully. They can reveal where fish may be found. He sets his lines with care. The hooks are placed deep, at different depths, covering multiple layers of the sea. He rows in a wide arc, then lets the boat drift. With his hands, he feels the tension in the lines. He is alone with the sea, but he does not feel abandoned. Here, he feels at home. Around midday, he feels it. One of the lines grows heavy. Something large has taken the bait. Not a sharp pull, but a deep, steady pressure. Santiago knows at once, this is a truly big fish. The fish keeps moving, slowly pulling the boat with it. Santiago holds the line with both hands, letting it slide through his fingers, but never giving too much slack. He does not want to frighten the fish. He allows it to swim so the hook can set firmly. He feels the weight, the power, the steady presence of this creature. This is no ordinary fish. Soon, the fish settles into a long, even movement, swimming farther out, away from land. It does not leap. It does not thrash. The boat is pulled steadily into deeper water. Santiago understands. This is a battle not measured in minutes, but perhaps in hours, or even days. The sun climbs higher, the sea stretches wide and open around him. Land disappears from sight. Santiago sits in the boat, the line wrapped firmly around his hands. He cannot let go, not even for a moment. The fish swims without pause. It seems tireless. Santiago speaks to it quietly. He calls it brother, out of respect. This fish is not merely prey. It is a worthy opponent, a great, powerful being that will demand everything he has. As time passes, his hands begin to ache. The line cuts into his skin. He constantly adjusts his posture, shifting the pressure to spread the pain. He drinks a little water. He eats a small amount of food, but his thoughts never leave the fish. The day fades. The sun sinks. The air grows cooler. The fish continues to pull the boat farther out. Santiago is exhausted, but he must not lose focus, or the line. He knows the fish is tiring too, but it is far from defeated. At night, he looks up at the stars. They give him a sense of order and calm. He feels small, but not hopeless. He thinks often of the boy, of his trust, and of his desire to prove that he is still a good fisherman. He does not truly sleep, but he rests with his eyes closed, always alert to the tension in the line. The fish is somewhere deep below, unseen, but constantly felt. The second day. When morning comes, both man and fish remain bound together. Santiago is worn down. His hands are raw, his back aches, but he does not give up. The fish begins to change its movements, pulling, jerking, diving deeper, then rising again. Santiago senses that the fish is weakening, though its strength remains formidable. At last, the fish breaks the surface. Santiago sees it clearly for the first time. It is a massive marlin, long, powerful, with a great sword extending from its head. Its body shines in the light, broad and strong. Santiago is awed by its size. Now he knows for certain, this catch is extraordinary. If he brings it back, it will be the largest fish many have ever seen. The final phase. The struggle continues, hour after hour. Santiago uses every movement of the fish to draw it closer, little by little. He braces the line against his shoulders, works with his entire body, ties the rope to support himself. Again and again he speaks to the fish, asking it to rise, not out of cruelty, but from a desire to bring the struggle to its end. His thoughts turn to Joe DiMaggio, the baseball player he and the boy admire. DiMaggio played through pain and injury and still achieved greatness. That thought gives Santiago strength. He tells himself that he can endure the pain, that he must prove it to himself and to the boy. Finally, after a very long time, the fish rises closer to the surface. Its strength fades, but it does not surrender easily. It makes one last powerful effort to escape the unseen force holding it. The catch. Then the moment arrives. The marlin comes alongside the boat, exhausted yet still magnificent. Santiago gathers his final strength. With a steady, practiced motion, he drives the harpoon into the fish. The struggle ends. The marlin dies. Santiago feels relief and deep respect. He silently thanks the fish for the noble and difficult battle. He lashes it to the side of the boat. It is far too large to pull aboard. The fish is longer than the boat itself. For a brief moment, he allows himself to feel joy. He has broken his streak of bad luck. He has proven he is still a great fisherman. But the sea gives nothing without taking something in return. The sharks. Santiago turns the boat toward home. He knows the dead fish releases blood into the water, blood that will attract others. At first, he hopes he will be fast enough, but the sea has its own laws. The first shark appears, drawn by the scent. Santiago recognizes the danger at once. The fish he fought so hard to win is now prey. When the shark attacks, Santiago strikes back, killing it with the harpoon. But the damage is done. A large piece of the marlin is gone. More sharks follow. They come one by one, then in groups. Santiago fights them off with everything he has left. The harpoon is lost. He lashes a knife to an oar and keeps fighting. He wounds them, he drives them away, but he cannot stop them all. With each attack, more of the marlin disappears. This second battle is bitter. Now it is no longer about saving the value of the fish, but about preserving his dignity as a fisherman and as a man. He refuses to stand by as everything he fought for vanishes before his eyes. When night falls, almost no flesh remains. What hangs beside the boat is mostly the skeleton, the head, the backbone, the great sword, and a few scraps of meat. Santiago is utterly spent. His hands are cut, his muscles burn, his body is at its limit. He knows the market value of the fish is nearly destroyed. What could have made him rich is now only a shadow. Yet he also knows he is not truly lost. He fought until there was nothing left to give. He faced the sea, the fish, the sharks, and himself. And he did not turn away. The return. Late at night, he reaches the harbor. Everything is quiet. The other fishermen are asleep. He ties up his boat and leaves the remains of the fish untouched. He no longer has the strength. Even as a skeleton, the marlin is impressive. Its length, its shape, its sword. Santiago carries his few belongings to his shack. Every step is heavy. He lies down on his simple bed and falls into a deep, dreamless sleep. In the morning, the other fishermen arrive. They see the boat and the enormous fish, or what remains of it. They measure it. They marvel at its size. Some now understand what Santiago has accomplished. Tourists stop to look, curious, unaware of the struggle behind it. The boy hears early that Santiago has returned. He rushes to the shack. When he sees the old man sleeping, he understands how exhausted he is. He weeps quietly, not only from sadness, but from admiration. He sees the wounded hands, the marks of the fight. When Santiago wakes, they speak softly. The boy tells him they will fish together again, no matter what his parents say. He knows now that the old man is not broken, even if the catch was destroyed. Santiago nods. He is tired, but inside him is a quiet satisfaction. Not because he is rich, not because he is celebrated, but because he went to his limits and endured in his own way. At the end of the story, Santiago falls asleep once more and dreams again of the lions on the African beach, a symbol of his youth, his inner strength, and his unbroken longing for life. That was The Old Man and the Sea. An old fisherman, a great fish, the sea, the sharks, and a struggle that is not truly about money or victory, but about dignity, pride, and inner resolve. Perhaps you can feel the calm of this story now, despite the effort and pain within it. It tells of defeats that are also victories, and of a man who does not give up at his core. If you like, you may now let your eyes close fully, allow your breathing to slow, and drift gently toward sleep with the image of the old man resting and the distant lions on the shore. Good night.